the Portland Real Estate Market Report for May 2026. As we move into May, the Portland real estate market continues to show positive signs of increased activity. Following a winter that saw the market move toward a stronger balance between buyers and sellers, our latest data confirms that the momentum built in the first quarter is carrying over into the spring season. Though inventory levels are still high, an increase in demand is creating a more competitive landscape, benefiting sellers. Current trends point to 2026 as a year defined by balanced incremental growth. 2026 buyer traffic trends growing. In our 20 plus years working in the Portland metro housing market, we find that buyer traffic is one of the most important metrics for understanding the real estate market at any given time. May 2026 buyer traffic trends. According to the latest data ending March 20th, we are seeing significantly higher activity than at the same time over the last 4 years. The March traffic count is 68,401, a substantial increase over the 59,453 recorded in March 2025. This massive uptick of around 8,000 showings shows that buyers are actively engaging with the market and outpacing previous norms, closing in on the demand seen in hotter years. This comes at a time when no further interest rate drops are expected. Many buyers are no longer waiting. Portland monthly buyer traffic temperature. Given the current volume of 68,401 showings, the market temperature for buyer traffic is currently hot. Daily buyer traffic. We can get a clearer picture of what may come by analyzing the last 12 days of the month. In our analysis, we account for the fact that weekend days are usually higher. The data for these final 12 days shows higher totals even when accounting for weekend days, suggesting that the heightened demand observed in March will carry over into April as well. With buyer demand traffic high, we can expect a stable year. This data signals a busy season, yet also a balanced one, benefiting buyers with options and sellers with higher prices than recent levels. Inventory levels are high but stable. In the Portland metro area, inventory follows its regular seasonal pattern, a rise from March through September and a decline from October through the following March. We are seeing the same pattern this year. Portland has experienced higher than average inventory for the past 3 years, but with increased buyer traffic this year, the pattern might start to break. When we look at this year over year, we see 1,162 for the current period compared to 1,261 last year, 1,002 the year before that, 2024, and 771 for the same period in 2023. This stability suggests more equilibrium this year. For sellers, this is a welcome development that reduces the pressure of prolonged market times, while buyers continue to benefit from a healthy number of options. If this trend holds through the spring, we anticipate continued stabilization of home values. Price reductions are lowering. Greater Portland is following its typical seasonal cycle of fewer homes undergoing price reductions. Currently, the percentage is 33.3% compared to 32.69% last month and 35.61% in the prior month. Year over year, this is slightly lower than the 33.94% seen in 2025, yet again, another small sign of improvement. This is particularly revealing because over the last 2 years, we have seen more price decreases, which typically follow inventory increases. So here again, lower prices could signal greater stabilization as we head into summer. For sellers, this signals a more favorable environment as we head into the summer months, while buyers should be prepared for a market with less downward price pressure. Average pricing is trending up slightly. Portland's property values have risen since December, a pattern that aligns with typical seasonal trends. Prices increase through late March, then stabilize, and eventually decline from April through December. This upward movement follows a lower than normal price per square foot experienced during the winter months. As a result, the current figures may indicate the start of a correction. The current average price of $322 per square foot is higher than the $319 recorded at this time last year. For sellers, this current price trajectory suggests a stable footing as we enter the height of the spring season. New listing and pending sales increase. The Portland metro real estate market is seeing a healthy surge in activity, as evidenced by the latest RMLS data for the March 2026 reporting period. New listings reached 2,738, a 2.7% increase compared to the same time last year. This influx of new property options is providing buyers with more variety as we move deeper into spring. At the same time, buyer demand is clearly rising, with pending sales totaling 2,319 for the month. This marks a 5.5% increase over the same month last year. The fact that both new listings and pending sales are up suggests that the market is effectively absorbing new inventory, yet again supporting signs of a more balanced and active spring market. Advice for buyers and sellers. The data for this month reveals an increasingly dynamic market. For buyers, the increase in new listings means more opportunities, but the rising demand, as seen in the pending sales figures, means you must remain prepared to act decisively. Being pre-approved and having a clear understanding of your local criteria is essential in this competitive spring environment. For sellers, the combination of strong buyer traffic and stabilizing inventory levels indicates that the spring selling season is in full swing. Pricing your home competitively remains the single most important factor for success. As prices decline, properties that are correctly positioned from day one are achieving better results, often avoiding the need for later price adjustments. May 2026 Real Estate Forecast. As we look toward the remainder of 2026, the data indicates that the Portland metro area is settling into a more sustainable, balanced pace. The surge in buying activity we have tracked throughout the first quarter suggests consistently positive market performance. We anticipate that sellers can expect stable appreciation, while buyers will benefit from a more predictable environment. And since spring is an indicator of the year as a whole, we should see the same trends throughout the remainder of 2026. Conclusion. The trends analyzed this month paint a picture of a Portland market finding its footing and showing balanced growth. For buyers and sellers navigating the market, success remains the same: staying informed and acting with a clear, data-driven strategy. Whether you are aiming to benefit from the spring buying season or preparing for a move later this summer or fall, it's a good time to be in the market. Ready to get started? Our top 1% buyers agents and top 1% Portland sellers agents are standing by and ready to help. With over 20 years of local experience and over 2,000 sales under our belt, we're ready to give you the advice and support you need. Our sellers agents charge less than average, 1.7%, and provide more marketing to sell your house fast and for a great price. Our buyers agents are local experts, having worked with every type of home in Portland,